Today on Math Sparks, the topic is volume and surface area of prisms. Let's take the start. These are the past papers questions. Here, the diagram shows a garden shed position on horizontal ground. It is in the shape of a prism with trapezium ABCD as its cross section. And so, checking out for the volume. Formula for the volume of prism is cross sectional base area multiply basically height, or sometimes it's the depth. Over here, they have already told you that it's a trapezium. So, in case of trapezium, first we are going to write down the formula for the area of trapezium, that is 1 upon 2 times sum of parallel sides multiplied by height of trapezium. Over here, this front is the cross-sectional base. It means this will be the depth of the full prism. So here we can write down 2.10. Now the parallel sides here are 2.25 plus 1.85 multiplied by the height of the trapezium is always the distance between the two parallel sides. So over here, the distance between the two parallel sides is AB. So multiply by 1.55. This is a P2 question, so we can use calculator to get our answer. 6.67. Let's move to the second part. The roof of the shed is given and it has to be painted. So in case of painted, we need to get the surface area of the top. Okay, we already have 2.01. To find out the area, we need this DC. So we can have an idea that here, this is 1.55. This will be 2.25 minus 1.85. It's going to give us 0.4. Okay, let's find out DC with Pythagoras theorem. DC square is equal to 1.55 square plus 0.4 square. So DC will be equal to 1.55 square plus 0.4 square, that is, this gives us 1.6. So surface area of parallelogram top will be 2.10 multiplied by 1.6. 3.36 is the area of the top shade. Now let's see. They have given us a conversion also, that 1 liter of paint covers 2 square meters square. So 1 liters 2 meters square covers 2 meters square. We have got 3.36 meters square is the area of the roof. X multiplied 2 is equal to 3.36 into 1. X is equal to 3. 1.68 liters will be used. Okay, here comes another prism, another past paper question. The diagram shows a prism. Cross section of the prism is an isosceles triangle. They have already told us that cross section is an isosceles triangle with sides 13, 13 and base 10. This is also 13. The answer is given. Volume of prism, we have to show this. So let's check out. Volume of prism is equal to cross-sectional base area multiplied by height, or in other words, depth. We need to get the height again using Pythagoras theorem. Okay, cutting it, it's an isosceles triangle, so this will be 5 and 5. Using a Pythagoras theorem, h square equal to b square plus p square. So 13 is the hypotenuse, 5 is the base, and let area of triangle 1 upon 2 base into height, and depth of the prism is 3. So here we got the right answer proved. Next, a mathematical similar prism has a volume of 1440 centimeter cube. The cross section is an isosceles triangle with base x. Whenever there is a mathematically similar concept, it means we have the formula here v1 over v2 is equal to L1 power 3 over L2 power 3. Okay, let's take V1 as our smaller prism. So it is 180, 1440 as the other one. It is x power 3 base. Let's check what was our base. Our base was isosceles triangle with base x. So over there we have the base 10. Okay, base was 10 power 3. Means 180 over 1440 equal to 1000 over x cube. Okay, we get x cube equal to 8000. Let's take cube root. X is equal to 20 centimeter. Let's move to the next one. The diagram shows a triangular prism. Cross section is a right angle isosceles triangle. The very first question, they are saying that write down the number of planes of symmetry of the prism. Now, plane of symmetry is to bisect the shape into half, which are mirror images of each other. So over here we can have the two. So over here we can have the two planes of symmetry. One can be this one, means the way when we cut the whole triangle, the whole prism in this way, and the other with the rectangle one, cutting it into equal halves. So line planes of symmetry are two here. Next comes volume of prism. Formula for the volume of prism. Formula for the volume of prism is cross-sectional base area multiplied by depth or height. 1 upon 2 base into height, and here depth is 8. So we get 36. So we get 36 centimeter cube as volume of the prism.